Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to use the merge function in R. For this purpose, I have created two data sets, two data frames, state area and state population. The state area data frame consists of a list of states which have an area of greater than 50,000 square units. Similarly, the state population data frame consists of a list of states of the US which has a population of over 5,000 units. I've derived these two data frames from an existing data set state.x77 in R. So let's go ahead with the syntax of the R merge function. Merge, you give in data frame 1 and data frame 2. R basically takes two parameters to merge. The merge function basically takes two parameters, data frame 1 and data frame 2. What it does is goes to the data frame, first data frame and the second data frame, tries to find a common column with a common name, with a column with a common name, and then on its basis tries to merge the records. Let us demonstrate it by plugging in the actual values of the data frames, state, population, and state area. There you have it. It went to the state population and the state area data frames, tried to find a column with a common name, which was state in both the data frames. Then it went to the California data frame, it went to the state population data frame, fetched its first record, which contained California with its population, and tried to match it with the records in your state area data frame. So after five records, it was able to find the California record. Thus, it matched California's population with its area and included it in our output. Similarly, for Florida, Illinois, Michigan, and Texas, the same thing was done. Now consider a scenario where the name of the common column is not the same. What I mean by not the same is, say in state area, this state column is not, I rename the state column to state underscore name, and in the state population, I let it be at state. Will I be able to do the merging in a similar fashion like it did before? We'll have to check. In order to demonstrate that, let me just rename the column first. Column names of this state area, change the first column name to state underscore name. So now I've changed the name of this column to state name, which is still state in state population. Now, if I try to execute the same statement that I did earlier, will R merge my data in the exact same way like it did before? Let's see. No, it didn't. This time we have an overwhelming number of records in our output. So what happened here is R just performed a Cartesian combination or Cartesian product of the state population data frame with the state area data frame. What it means is it went to the state population data frame, fetched its first record, and then combined it with all the records present in our second data frame, which is 28. So this one record of our first data frame is matched with 28 records of our second data frame. Since we have a total of 12 entries in our first data frame, it will combine all the 12 entries with the 28 entries of the state area data frame individually. So in total, we'll have 12 cross 28 outputs, 12 cross 28 records in our output. So how to avoid this? How do I get the exact same output that I got earlier when the column names are not the same? So in that case, I'll have to introduce a new parameter called by. Merge, we'll just write the same command that we did earlier, and then we'll introduce a new parameter by. By.x, the name of the column in first data frame, which was state, and in the second data frame by y, state underscore name. This x and y just correspond to the first and second parameter which we have passed in the merge function. Basically, X being state population and Y being state area. In X, that is state population, we have the column named as state, and in Y, we have the column named as state name. Now, if we execute this, we got the exact same output that we had got earlier, California till Texas. California till Texas. Now, what if I want the output to contain all those records which have a population of over 5,000 units? That is my only condition. I don't care if the area is greater than 50,000 square units or not. What will I do then? In that case, I'll have to introduce one more parameter that is called all. Let me just write the same command and then introduce one new parameter, all. What all does is it will define whether I have to get all the records from a particular data frame or not. If all the records from the first data frame, that is state population, has to be included in the output, I'll type all dot x equals to true, which basically means give me print all the states which have a population of over 5,000 units. Doesn't matter if the area is greater than 50,000 square units or not. If the area is greater, good, print it. Even if it doesn't matches, even if the condition is not satisfied pertaining to the area, it's fine. Just give me this list of states which have a population of over 5,000 people. Let's see what the output of this statement is. There you have it. The output that we had initially with California, the population and area, Florida, Illinois, Michigan, Texas. You have those records included. California, Florida, Illinois, Michigan, and Texas. The extra columns that you have, the extra records that you have, sorry, the extra rows that you have is, say, Illinois, say, Indiana. You have a population of over 5,000 people, 5,000 units, and the area might not be greater than 50,000 square feet, so it is marked as not available. And that's fine. That was our actual ask, right? Similarly, if I wanted all the records from, uh, and how do I know that all the records from the left, I mean, my state population data frame have been included in the result set? There are 12 entries in total, right? And in our state population database, we have a total of 12 entries. So all the records have been included from the state population data frame. Similarly, if I wanted it to be the other way around, all the all the records from state area were to be included in the output. That means I want all the states which have which have an area greater than 50,000 square units to be included in my output, irrespective of whether the state population is greater than 5,000 unit or not. So if we execute it, we get a total of 28 records, right? With NA in some records. Those are just those states which have an area of greater than 50,000 square units, but don't have a population of over 5,000 units. Okay. Now 28 records are there in my output result set, and 28 records are there in my state area data frame. So all the records have been included from this state area data frame. Now, what if I wanted all the records from to be included from the state population as well as the state area also? I would do all equals to true. Now that would give me 35 entries in total, which would include those states which have a population of greater than 5,000 units and an area of greater than 50,000 square units. Those states which don't have an area of greater than 50,000 square units but do have a population of over 5,000 units, and the states which have a population of 5,000 units but don't have an area of 50,000 square units. So that was it regarding the merge functions and the various ways in which we can use that. Thank you for watching the video.